Howdy ladies and gents, my name is Thom Gibson, and in this video I'm going to be comparing the Rode VideoMic Pro with the Rode NTG2. You're currently listening to the VideoMic Pro, and I've got the settings on the back of the microphone set to a flat response, meaning I'm not cutting out anything below 80 Hertz, and I've also got it set to plus 20 dB on the microphone. The reason I'm doing that is because the amplifiers that are built into the microphone are better than the amplifiers that are built into the camera. So on my camera settings, I make sure that my audio is set to manual, and I go one notch to the left. It's basically using the amplifiers in the camera as little as possible and getting most of my amplification from that plus 20 dB on the microphone. These are the best settings that I have found for contexts like this where I'm just talking in my room, and I've got a video right there on the different settings that you use with the VideoMic Pro when you're in different contexts. This is the sound of the VideoMic Pro while it's attached on top of my camera. And this is the sound of the Rode NTG2 at the same distance. I've got a flat response on the settings on the microphone, so again, I'm not cutting out anything below 80 Hertz. And I'm feeding the microphone into my Scarlet Focusrite. I've put the preamplifier at about 75%, and I've raised the monitoring levels to about 75% as well. To figure out what levels you'll need depending on how close or how far away the microphone is, you can pull up the audio settings on the camera. Again, I've got it set to manual and only one notch from the left, and raise the monitoring level until you see you're getting about to the yellow without the danger of peaking and hitting the red. I'm using an RCA to 3.5mm cable to connect from my interface to my camera. So for reference, this is the NTG2 at the same distance that the VideoMic Pro is on top of the camera, and this is the VideoMic Pro again attached on top of my camera. But since the NTG2 isn't attached to the camera, let's go ahead and use that freedom to bring it a little bit closer to see if it'll sound any better. So this is the Rode NTG2 just a little bit out of frame. And since I did bring it a little bit closer, I pulled the monitoring levels down a little bit just to make sure that I wasn't gonna be hitting the red when I was talking, even when I was talking a little bit louder. So this is the sound of the NTG2 about 8 or 9 inches away, just out of frame. And this is the Rode VideoMic Pro on top of the camera once again. So the question comes up, why not just take the Rode VideoMic Pro off of the camera and use an extension cable so that way you can move it closer and doesn't have to be attached to the camera? That's a very good option, but the limitations of the VideoMic Pro is that the only amplification I have is 0 dB or plus 20 dB. Now the convenience of being able to just plug it into my camera and put it on top is great for when I'm going out and about, but for a context like this, I want to have a little bit more control over my amplifiers, and the amplifier in the Scarlet Focusrite is going to be a lot better than the amplifiers inside of the Rode VideoMic Pro microphone. So again, this is the VideoMic Pro on top of the camera, and this is the Rode NTG2 just out of frame. So both of these are great options for doing video in contexts like this, but I think a closer NTG2 gives me a little bit cleaner sound, and I have a little bit more freedom when it comes to the amplification of the microphone through my interface. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any questions about either microphone or the setup that I used today. If you'd like to stay in the loop with any upcoming videos, I put a new video out every week, from filmmaking tips like this to vlogs to educational content, because I'm also a math and robotics teacher. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.